Hello, hello. Oh, baby, thank you. And I beat Frank.
Oh my god! Jesus, what the fuck? Oh my god!
Piece of
Hit
shit.
that shit, bitch.
Taking a mallet too. Anyway, this is a completely inappropriate podcast, everybody. I'm Tony, along with Mr.
Frank.
And we are still socially distanced in our fucking separate abodes because of things. What happened to you? How'd you end up losing your ride today?
Oh, well, the car wouldn't start, right? And my brother was gone. He took the battery charger and there was nobody around to give me a boost. So I was like, fuck.
Boost your balls up. Well,
Yeah, because it's a hybrid.
Well,
Sometimes it won't have any charge left. They gotta boost it.
Sure, in cold weather, batteries drain a little bit more too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we get to talk. At least we get to say, hey, how you doing? You have some topics for us to go. Do you want to kick it off already, or do you want to bullshit the shit chat in the beginning here?
No, we usually bullshit for a few minutes.
What do we got to talk about, though? Nothing's really happened. I mean,
No?
I got typical family drama that I can't get into.
No, I'm saying with the first topic I have right off the bat, we could start with, how did your blackout go this winter storm?
It was fun. I had fun. We treated it like a camping experience. Me, the wife, and kid. We, we had to sleep in 25-degree weather, or I guess it was closer to 30 degrees inside the apartment. Once we had all the candles, like we'd go to my mom's for the day because she has gas stoves. So during the day, we were at least able to stay warm over there, but she still didn't have power either until maybe the day before we got power. So I went my power went out Sunday night or Monday morning at 3 a.m. and didn't come back on until like 3 p.m. on Friday. So it was a good little stint. And, we had food going bad and shit. So I'd end up just going out and barbecue and everything. I have this small little round pit, 15, 16-inch pit. And I was cooking bacon and eggs on the cast iron skillet on the grill. It's kind of cool, man. Something I'd never had to do before. It's something I'd always wanted to do, like in camping style, so it was fun. My son didn't complain once. The only time he complained was at 3 a.m. when the lights went off. He woke up around 3:30 and came to the room like, "Dad, what's going on?" Because of course his closet light wasn't on, his little night light. So he was a little spazzed out, but he got to sleep in our bed all week and cock blocked me all week. So he enjoyed himself.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Well, stay together for warmth, No,
it was great. He was a little furnace there in between me and the wife. So it worked out really nice. I got pushed up against the wall, unfortunately, which is right under the window. So I was kind of freezing at times, but apparently I sleep better in the cold because once we got the power back on, I didn't sleep for shit that night once we were all warmed up and shit. But how about you, man? How'd everything go on your end? How long were you without it?
Well, we had power at the beginning of the fucking fiasco, but I saw on Facebook my cousin who lives on the other side of town was saying that they hadn't had light since 3 a.m. and we were like, fuck, that means they're gonna cut our power too. But it wasn't until around midday, like about 1, that they cut off our power for the next 2 days. And it came back for like 2 minutes and then it went out again. And it was bullshit because the entire town had fucking power. And our neighborhood had power. It was just our street that didn't have light. And we're like, what the fuck? And then the street light on the corner over here, that was on. And the neighbor's porch light was on. And we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how it was here. Like one day there'd be another quarter of Mercedes with lights on, and we were just like the last ones, I think. Because like I said, my parents ended up getting electricity back on Wednesday. They got a Wednesday night, so then we were finally able to shower. I think I only took 2 showers all week until we got power back on. Since I took a shower Sunday night before bed, and then I didn't shower again until Wednesday. So I felt pretty fucking gross. I'm a fiend for showers. I take showers all the damn time, dude. But, yeah.
You were telling me when the power came back on, you're gonna take 10 hot showers.
I think I took like
God.
4 by the. I took like 2 that day. I took one as soon as we got home, and then before bed I took another one just to get warm. Just not even to get warm because we had heat, but just to enjoy the warmth. And then the next morning I took another one, and I think I took another one by like noon. Like I was just so into. I love hot showers, man. And I take them hot. I take them so hot my wife won't get in with me. She's like, Jesus Christ, how can you stand in that? Like I'm killing all the dead cells. I'm killing all the weak cells on my skin, you know?
At least you didn't say it gives me something to feel.
Oh, no, I feel enough. I'm a touchy-feely kind of guy. I'm very sensitive, Frank.
I would have told wife that. I would have been like, at least I'm feeling something.
So you're without power for how long in total?
For about 2.5 days.
Yeah, you know, minus the couple minutes here and there.
Yeah, minus the 2 minutes that it came back on.
Oh, it was just that one time. Okay, so yeah. What was your showering situation like? Did you boil water like my neighbors did?
Yeah, we are very into fucking barbecuing, so we were prepared. Like we had firewood, we had the fucking grill, and we have a burner. The burner that I used to fry the turkey for Thanksgiving.
You had full, enough propane to use that?
Yeah, so we brought
that inside. Just opened a window and brought that inside.
Yeah, we brought the burner inside, and we used it to heat up some tortillas, but we also used it to boil our water so we can shower or bathe rather, because shower means you're using the shower head. But
you didn't see that hack where you get a gallon, a 1 gallon container, and you just poke a couple holes and hang it from your ceiling in the shower.
Oh yeah, and let gravity do the work. That's how they do it with the what are they called? The campers.
Yeah, they've got those bags, those go bags. I'm definitely gonna invest in one of those just in case this ever happens again. I like those things. You just fill them up with water and hang them up from a tree and let it run.
Yeah, well, we've been saying that we need to invest in a generator. But this time around, we're like, no, we're definitely getting a fucking generator this year.
You couldn't find them. My mom started. I mean, of course, she waited till a day or two in. Once the fridge started to thaw out a little too much for the food to stay. Luckily, that we had a friend who was able to lend us a generator, so she was able to keep her refrigerator going. I had family, I think, that was running out of, they had, I ended up getting some free elk out of this. I don't know if they were just giving it away because they didn't have room for it or because things were thawing out, but my aunt and uncle ended up giving me like 4 pounds of ground elk meat and then some like, what are they called? Like they're just big chunks of it, like stew cuts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of elk as well. So hopefully next time you come over, I'll be able to make some picadillo or something for you out of elk. We're gonna use 1 pound tonight to do some nachos. My wife just came in with the stuff for that. I'm excited as shit, man. We started making these ponchos last week, and I've been obsessed with them. I'm hoping she got the good cheese. Hey, shut up, cats.
Yeah, the entire time I was thinking how it was fucking bullshit that it was 48 degrees one day, 48 degrees outside, and people still weren't gonna have their power until next week. Not everyone, just some people.
What do you mean? I mean, well, that wasn't true though. I mean, most people have gotten their power on by now, right? Have you heard of anybody
down here, yeah. Down here, yeah, but
Austin was still out up until at least yesterday. I have an uncle who's still staying at a hotel.
Yeah, and I found out that, it's not much to fucking talk about, but that there was a bachelorette party from the Bay Area that flew down to Austin for their, bachelorette party.
And they got stuck there.
Yeah, and then they got caught by the fucking storm.
No, it happened to a lot of people. My sisters came down to visit for reasons, and my one sister was only supposed to be here till like Monday, and it just, that was when it froze, so she ended up not fucking leaving till today. In fact, she's still here. She should be leaving in an hour or so.
Oh, cool.
But it was just too dangerous for her to drive all the way back to San Antonio with iced roads, and I don't even think they had power till a couple days ago. Just
and it was bad up in the Houston area because I saw the fucking lines to get water, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, no. Did you have to get gas during all this?
No, we had filled up the week before, and we had stocked up on food too the week before. So
I would have had enough gas if we weren't using it to charge our phones. It was basically our little mini generator to charge the phones and the iPad for the kid. And so I ended up going to get gas, I guess Wednesday night, I think. I want to say Wednesday night. Maybe it was Tuesday night. Probably Tuesday night. Anyway, I went to HEB because I saw that they had refilled on gas, and there was a big line when we got back to town. And I said, fuck it, I'll just wait till the morning. But we ended up getting a phone call saying, hey, there's a short line at the Stripes. So I jumped in my car and hauled ass to Stripes, but they ended up, like, I got in line, and I was only like 10 cars behind. But I noticed not a single person was actually pumping gas. So I don't know if they got a call that they were about to do a delivery or something, but there was a big line there with nobody fucking pumping gas. So I only sat there for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm like, fuck this. Let me go. I'm already out. I was already willing to be in a line for gas. Let me go try HEB. I went to HEB, and the line was literally like a quarter to half a mile long. And I ended up being in line for about an hour and change, like an hour 10, hour 20 minutes tops, I think. But I was able to fill up. I mean, to be honest with you, after being stuck inside a cold apartment all day, I was enjoying the hour sitting in the heat in my car, playing Netflix on my phone and like, the whole experience was just fun for me. I just didn't have a bad time with it. We have warm enough clothes. We had somewhere to go during the day to stay warm, and we had each other to stay warm with at night. And like I said, we would get home by like 7, 8 o'clock. By the time it got dark, we'd light all the candles and we'd watch something on Netflix or usually Disney Plus with my son for about an hour to 2 hours while the candles and our body heat kind of heated up the room. And once we got comfortable in bed, we'd turn everything off and sleep like fucking angels by like, even that was late. I think we were going to bed by like 8:30. Yeah, we weren't staying up a couple hours. We were only staying up about an hour watching something. And then we fall asleep by 8, be up by fucking 9 or 10, which is super late for us, man. And the only reason I'd get up was because I was too damn cold. So I was like, fuck this, I'm going to go outside and start a fire. I was like, well, if I'm starting a fire, I might as well cook something. So I took the sartén outside, the skillet outside, and made some bacon and egg on that. I made the egg in there and the bacon, and then I saved the bacon grease and I poured it all over my charcoal because I didn't have any lighter fluid. So that was an ordeal in itself, man, because it was so windy. I couldn't get the chips to light. Usually I just use potato chips of some sort. This time we have Funyuns. But my hands were so cold, I was having trouble stacking the coals how I liked them and shit, making like a well for the chips to sit in. But eventually I got that started. But I learned after that first ordeal for breakfast that I needed something else. So we ended up going to HEB and get the quick start coals and a bag of the regular Kingsford coals, and didn't have any trouble lighting after that. I made like chicken and baked potatoes on there. I made the next day I made potato and egg in a pot on there. So it was just nothing but good times, man. I don't know. It just didn't get to me. I guess I had enough family drama in another avenue of life for to use this as more of a distraction than just a good time. How about you guys? How are your spirits during everything? How was your mom and dad? Did everybody, keep positive?
Yeah. I mean, it's just the power's out and it wasn't as cold as up north, and we were prepared. We had firewood, we had fucking propane, you know. So there was really nothing to worry about. We had everything under control and smooth, calm, and collected.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just every time I'd be able to check Facebook, I'd just see people bitching about Ted Cruz and shit. Like, like, oh, Ted Cruz is in Cancun while we're all here suffering. I was like, who gives a shit? If you could have done it, you would have gone too. You know what I mean? Like, what do you expect him to do? Come and fucking start working on the power lines himself or something? What was he supposed to do?
Yeah, well, what leaked was that what's her name? Ted Cruz's wife was
Mrs.
in a group.
Cruz.
Yeah, Ted Cruz's
Katie
wife
Holmes.
was I don't know, but
Oh, Ron Cruz's wife. Got it.
yeah, she was in a group text with her neighbors, and she was texting them that, hey, we're thinking of going to Cancun, until Sunday. If you want to come, you want to tag along, you're welcome to come.
Sure.
And yeah, and so then they went ahead, they bought their tickets, and they flew. And Ted Cruz was saying, first he was saying that he was having, no, I think he said that later on, but he was saying that he was having second thoughts. As soon as he got on the plane, he's like, maybe this is a bad idea.
What? You can't
Yeah,
invest
so he
in
went
that.
ahead and he flew over, and then he's like, well, shit. Now I guess I better go back, because everyone was like, hey, Ted Cruz is abandoning Texas. So he came back saying, yeah, my daughters wanted to take a trip with their friends, and I decided to be a good father and escort them to
Sure.
Cancun.
Now, did they all get the vaccines or did they all stay in masks? Have we seen pictures of them? Were they at least social
Yeah, they had
distancing?
masks, and apparently Ted Cruz took a test, Rona test, before hopping back on the plane.
Right, but what about the kids? I mean, I hope everybody got tested before and after. I mean, that's the proper thing to do, right? That's what they
Yeah,
keep
well,
telling us.
hopefully, because I haven't heard anything since, because
So,
everyone got distracted with Ted Cruz uh, donating or handing out water and food, giving out barbecue plates to fucking first responders. They're like, oh yeah, look at him trying to make up for fucking being a douche.
heaven forbid he do anything. So fuck him for not doing something and then fuck him when he decides to. No, it's too little too late. Like, you know what? I'd rather get a little bit late than nothing at all.
Yeah.
I'm not defending Ted Cruz. I don't know shit about politics. I don't follow this shit. I don't care. I think it's poison for us to invest so much of our fucking individual time and effort trying to understand it. Like, a bill comes up, vote. You know what I mean? What else can you fucking do? Just vote. Vote. You want to use your voice, vote. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
So
then,
how do you feel about Cruz doing that? What's your personal take on it?
I don't know how to feel. Like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, he's on vacation. If he wants to go on vacation, he can fucking go on vacation.
Why the fuck not, right?
Yeah, and on the other hand, I'm like, well, like, you got fucking people from the government, congressmen that are doing stuff for the emergency for Texas, like, the least you could do is fucking hand out food, like AOC raised $2 million, came to fucking Houston, raised another $2 million for
Yeah,
relief.
that was a big thing, right? Like, we don't have any politicians in Texas helping us out, but politicians from other states are helping us out.
Yeah,
That
because
was a little odd.
yeah, because the way it goes, or so I heard, is that Texas is self-reliant. Like, we're not gonna ask for fucking handouts because we're Texas. Like, we got
Realistically, though, I so I heard two arguments for this. I was like, one, look at Texas. You don't see any looting with all this shit going on. You know what I mean? I was like, bitch, it was way too cold to get out there and loot shit. I don't think that was a chivalrous thing at all. Like, yeah, everybody was just worried about them and their immediate family. Like, it wasn't like if they weren't concerned about their livelihood, I'm pretty sure there would have been some looting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As it was, I know police were patrolling extensively throughout everything to make sure that there wasn't any like robberies going on. The city of Mercedes, my town, put out a notice saying that don't be alarmed if you see cops patrolling the area early in the morning or late at night, you know. And we saw them a couple times. I was out having a CBD cigarette with my neighbor because I don't know why I had to throw that in, but I was out with my neighbor and saw the cops like flashing. They drove by us real slow and flashed the lights past us, not on us, because we were just out there casually. And I was wondering what the hell was going on, if there was a robbery in the area. And then the next day I saw the notice. I was like, oh, well, I guess that's a smart idea. I didn't hear anything about any sort of looting, though.
No, all I heard was that people were melting snow to have water, just so they can flush
there
the
wasn't
toilet.
snow here. Don't exaggerate. We had ice.
No, up north, like Austin. And
why are you talking about up north? You weren't there. You don't know shit.
No, but
here. We're here, damn
it. Oh, speaking of which, there were people on fucking Facebook that were posting pictures like, "Hey, it's snowing," and I'm like, that's ice.
Yeah, it was just ice, right?
People that have never seen snow don't know the difference.
It was pretty cool though. It was pretty cool to actually see like so many icicles. I'll send you the picture of my mom's fountain, because the fountain was completely icicled and iced over. It was really pretty, man. It looked like there was some people saying who pissed off Elsa from fucking Frozen?
Yeah,
because she just turned the whole fucking world into ice.
Yeah,
it was
and
good times, man. I don't know. It was. I think it was pretty. It was an excuse to get everybody together, stay warm, help each other out.
Yeah, my mother wasn't too happy with the icing because a lot of her plants died.
Oh, that's true. My mom had a few plants. We ended up, me and my wife ended up wrapping a lot of her trees in the back, and as much as we could with trash bags around the roots.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea. I always thought you had to cover the plant itself, but apparently if you just protect the roots, you can save the life of a plant. So we just did that, and we ended up only losing like a couple things that we weren't able to properly wrap.
Yeah, but at least you still got each other. You're still alive and kicking.
Yep, it was fun. Whoops, sorry.
Whoa! Copyright infringement.
Oh yeah, we just got it deleted.
So
what's the next topic, Matt? So we covered Ted Cruz. I know that was one of the little things you wanted to talk about. We've covered our blackout pass. We've got a few more minutes here. What do you want to touch on?
Well, because I got bullet points on the fucking tragedy that happened with fucking ERCOT. Like, it was bigger than fucking the news is letting us to believe.
Why? What happened with ERCOT?
So ERCOT, the Electricity Resource Commission of Texas, because what happens is that Texas power isn't federally regulated, you know, because the government has it split between East and West, and I think parts of northern Texas have theirs regulated through the eastern side of the power regulation. But yeah, so what they were saying was that the Texas power grid was seconds and minutes away from a catastrophic failure that could have left Texans in the dark for months.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah, like they had to cut the power fucking regardless of what people were thinking. Like, they had to do it yesterday, and they went ahead and did it. And then for comparison, because this is getting worse. So in Japan, the average home sees only 4 minutes of power outages per year. In the American Midwest, it's 92 per year, minutes per year. Really? And in the Northeast, it's 214 minutes per year. That's regular outages. That's without a fucking power storm power storm, without a fucking storm or anything.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I did read that our power grid has been taxed for years now, and it just has never been addressed. And now they're starting to. I think Ted Cruz signed something to allow for the energy providers to charge more money since there's more demand. I'm like, I don't understand that. Wouldn't it be better to make it cheaper so more people can afford to continue paying?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, no shit. Or
Um,
just stop charging and do your fucking job. Like,
yeah, it's
fucking
janky,
build a
man.
bigger power grid or
It is.
whatever.
It is really weird. It's hard to understand everybody's motivations here.
Yeah, so then from the mid 80s to 2012, major outages became 10 times more frequent. And from 2003 to 2012, uh, the average more than doubled.
No shit.
And in 2015, there were 3,571 total outages lasting at least 49 minutes each.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Just in different locations around the U.S.
yeah,
How much did
yeah.
Texas see? Because we don't lose power a lot. This is one of the first times. I mean, well, that's not true because last time we had a bad storm, but that was I think because trees were messing with the power lines in
Yeah,
that
that was
area.
just us. That wasn't the entire state.
Right. But still, like you're saying throughout the United States, we have these power
Yeah,
outages. It doesn't seem to happen very often in Texas.
yeah, because Texas is self-sufficient. We have our own fucking power grid. It's not.
Right, but considering what you were just saying, that it's already been overtaxed and it's been overtaxed for a while. It's easy to say that, but until there's actual problems, it's easy to ignore, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. That's another argument that some of the states they were saying that
It's
I
like,
told you so. You need to get fucking regulated.
well, yeah, but
But
that's
some
like
of
doctors telling you you're too fat. If you don't lose weight, you're gonna get diabetes. And like, and you keep eating the way you do, and then all of a sudden you have diabetes. Like, well, I guess I should go on cholesterol medication and fucking watch my sugar intake. Like now you care, even though you knew before. You know, it's laziness. That's all it is. We're all humans just trying to get by doing the bare ass fucking minimum.
yeah, because some states were saying, well, if Texas would have winterized their power grid, and I'm like, that's a thing.
Yeah, like our all of our windmills. A big problem was our windmills wouldn't start back up because the frost actually froze them in place, and
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't enough power to get them kicked on again. And that shit doesn't happen in places like Switzerland because they have winterized their turbines.
Yeah.
So they'll continue going in freezing temperatures. Ours didn't, and of course there's too much cloud coverage to get any solar going on, and it was just poor planning. But when was the last time it froze over for more than a few hours?
Yeah.
Anytime we've had freezes here, um, within a couple hours, all of it's melted off the cars, and you're good to go. But this time, the ice, like I said, the icicles on my mom's water fountain, they were there for a full 48 hours before they started fucking finally disappearing. It was kind of cool, but odd. Um, yeah, fucking A, dude. Hell of a time this winter storm. What was it called? Didn't it have a name too? Like Winter Storm Larry or
Oh,
something?
yeah, I think it did, but
Steven.
we're just calling it the Arctic blast because that's what it is, an Arctic
What?
polar vortex.
A
So
polar vortex.
yeah, that's what it
You know what I'm
is.
curious about? I'm curious what David Weiss would say. How do we
Oh,
get cold
yeah.
storms like this? Is it all government manufactured? Now, did the government just make it super cold because everybody was already getting tired of the corona shit? And they're like, no, 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 we're over corona. We're ready to get back out now. They're like, no, we still need you inside and watching Netflix supporting these mass programs that we've been shoveling out to you to keep you numb and stupid. Like everybody's worried about the day that we start living in a virtual reality. It's like, what do you think you're doing when you're sitting down watching TV all day? You're engrossing yourself in a different reality, in a false reality. You're so obsessed with these fucking TV shows, and you're not paying attention to the actual news of the world. You know what I mean? And if you are, you're inside staring at your cell phone, fucking looking at made up news or fucking focused news to have you think a certain way. So all of this is just one big government conspiracy. There's no such thing as a round earth, and there's no such thing as free will. We're all controlled by the media and by the politicians of the world. Nothing you know is real.
Yeah, well, one of the ripple effects is that this took a toll on the agriculture sector, because
Oh yeah,
the plant froze over, so then they're gonna have to reharvest everything, replant everything, and it's not those things are planted per seasons, so expect a shortage of fucking vegetables.
Yeah,
Fruits and vegetables.
you know what? Let's keep going on the government conspiracy. So let's say that they're like, "Oh shit, I just got elected. Biden just got elected on the promise that he was going to give us all like another $1,200 each or something, $1,500, whatever." Like, fuck, we can't afford that. We still have to pay the income tax returns for everybody. Shit, what are we going to do? Well, let's give them a cold snap and make sure that we have an excuse. Oh, sorry, everybody, we can't give that out because we need to give that money to FEMA. We need to help the people in this crisis. We can no longer be concerned about the individual. We need to help these corporations and the agricultural movement. That we can't let our agriculture fail, everybody. We need to throw the money at them, which is all already government funded and government controlled anyway, for the most part, these large government subsidized farmlands.
Yeah, so they're just paying themselves.
Yeah, because then they get taxed. They just charge the taxes on that again, double dipping everything.
Are you saying taxation is theft?
Taxation's always been theft to a degree. If it's not voted on by the individuals and by the people that are being taxed, and if you're not disclosing everything you're putting your taxes towards, or using people's taxes for, then yeah, it's a modus operandi for fucking theft.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a right way to tax people and there's a wrong way. Just the majority of times we're not being taxed properly.
Yep. Yeah. So
anyway,
then,
are we gonna keep going or are we gonna end here?
No, well, I was gonna ask you.
A little over half an hour now.
Did you check out the Mortal Kombat trailer?
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, no, it looks legit, dude. I love how they fucking added so much from the video games in it. It's a lot more.
Well, yeah, because between 1995 and now,
I'll tell you what, I like the way it looks a shitload better than the new, what was it, Justice League, or what's that one coming out?
Oh yeah, the Snyder Cut Justice League.
Justice League looked like it was fucking 100% CGI. And Mortal Kombat does too, but it at least looks like they built a set or two. Like it's there was actual sets that they were sitting in with CGI added. The fucking Justice League looked like it was just straight up green screen and green suits for every fucking character. Like
like that shot of Sub-Zero freezing the fucking shotgun mid blast.
Dude,
that looked like a practical effect.
That looked so fucking sick. The good thing about Mortal Kombat 2 is that it's already a very dark image. Like it's not a very bright movie, and I get that it's DC and DC is always pretty dark as well, right? But still, come on, guys. Like anything bright doesn't need to be a CGI like magical fucking floating thing in the sky. It just give me something that makes me feel like I could be in this world. Mortal Kombat really drug you in it, because there was I was like, ooh, they're in Japan. Ooh, they're here. Ooh, they're there. Like you could make a cinematic difference in the shots, but in Justice League, the trailer made it look like it's all just the same style all the way through, just action, like slot machines in Vegas. Just loud noises and lots of color to keep your attention the whole time. Like that's why I appreciated Mortal Kombat's trailer, because it showed that there was some dark, quiet moments where you end up leaning in on the edge of your seat to kind of focus. Oh, what's about to happen now? And then bam, oh yeah, that's proper movie, man. That's proper fucking technique of fucking editing. But I don't know, man, those DC movies have always fallen short for me.
Yeah, there's a scene in there in the trailers that shows Liu Kang in a white G
Look,
and black pants, but some people actually thought, I
what
guess they
did you
were
say?
kidding.
Did you say a white G?
Yeah,
You mean a white gi?
yeah, that's what I said.
Say it again.
White G.
Okay, I swear you said white G at first.
Yeah, no, white
I
gangsta.
I can't wait to replay this for myself and see what you said there. Wait, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure
So
you say white
anyways,
G. Anyway, okay, continue.
yeah. So then there were people, I'm sure they were kidding, but there were people saying, "Oh, cool, Ryu is in Mortal Kombat."
Oh, just because of the outfit. I
Yeah,
did
and so
appreciate that.
then
That was one thing I did appreciate as well, as far as Sub Zero and I don't remember there being a flame guy.
yeah, the Scorpion.
Scorpion does flames. I know he can
Yeah.
transport in and out through
Mm-hmm.
flames,
Yeah.
but I don't remember him actually being able to manipulate fire.
Well, it's Hellfire because he went to hell and then came back.
Right, but I don't. Again, I just don't remember him being able to manipulate it. Is that
Oh.
in the video games?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So I just missed it. It's I've been out of the game for a while. I know I've got
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat X, and it was a very beautiful game. It's super cinematic, and it's like it really is only like half of a video game. The rest of it is like an animated show to watch while you play. Really
Yeah.
fucking good.
So then there's this website, a feminist website that fucking jumped on the fucking Street Fighter wagon, I guess. But no, yeah, they were saying they wrote a whole fucking article
A whole one?
uh pissed about how Chun Li is not in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, come on. She definitely should have been in there. But
No,
to be
she's
fair,
Street Fighter.
she had her. Oh, I'm an idiot. Fuck, I didn't catch that. She's in Street Fighter. Why the fuck would she be in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, so then later they added the little side note that, oh, we found out that fucking Chun Li is not in the Mortal Kombat universe, and they were outraged at that, thinking that they excluded her from the movie universe.
No, the idiots just did. Yeah, they did just made the same blunder I did. Like, oh, I just love that character. How could she not be in there? Not thinking about just because it's a fighting video game doesn't mean it's the same fighting video game.
Yeah, so then that website
And to be fair,
backpedaled.
the bitch had her own fucking movie.
Yeah,
She had her
yeah,
own
so
movie. Get over it. You need more. They just want to see the thighs, man.
yeah, so then the website backpedaled hard by saying, "Oh, we were just kidding. That article was a meme. We weren't serious. We know our games."
No, they didn't. Oh, I hate that. I hate when people can't admit they were wrong. Like, oh, sorry, our bad, our blunder. Let's write a new article for you. All right, man. Well, I think we've gone on long enough for this episode. Yeah, trying to keep these shorter, man. Although
Yeah.
I will truncate the silence for the Podbean
Mhm.
recording. So for those of you who watch the YouTube videos and think it's way too long, if you listen to our audio version, it is usually a good 5 to 10 minutes shorter, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but the pace of the show goes a lot faster. You'll appreciate it if you think we go on too long. And for those of you who like it raw and unedited, the video is the way to go. So check out our YouTube. We haven't thrown anything up on BitChute in a minute, huh?
No, we need to vlog something. It's been a year already.
Yeah. Well, you could have vlogged your fucking experiences in the blackout.
I could have.
Everything
Why
is
didn't
an
I think of that?
experience. You can share anything, buddy.
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Because you're a fool. A lazy, dirty, rotten scoundrel of a fool. Hey,
Well,
what does
probably
your
'cause-
shirt say? Before we sign off, what does your shirt
Oh,
say?
the blood in Syria is looking a little dry.
That says the grass.
I mean, yeah, the grass. The grass in
Jesus
Syria.
Christ, the blood in Syria is looking dry?
No, the grass in Syria looks a little dry because the
Because it's a desert?
because the tree of freedom should be watered by the blood of the patriots
Oh,
every
Jesus
now and then.
Christ.
So the saying goes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's some hardcore shit. I'm so happy I brought that up. All right, Frank. Well, let's tell the people where they can find us real quick. Other than
They
YouTube.
can find us here if you're listening. If you're watching, you found us.
Just
Congrats!
make sure you
but
share with your friends, and you can
Yeah.
find us on Stitcher, at Podbean, at Apple Play, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, if that's still a thing. I know we were on there. Are we on Alexa yet? I know I tried to get us on Alexa. I don't know if we ever got into that.
I don't know, but we're on Audible. Audible's pretty popular now.
We're on Audible. That's right. We're on Audacity. Oh wait, no, that's a different thing. Spotify, and what's the other one? Stitcher. That's the good one for Android. So let your friends know if they don't got Apple. They could find us on plenty of other devices. All right, guys. Well, we love you so much. We appreciate being back and able to talk to you. Hopefully, we'll be back this time doing 2 a week, unlike this last week, like we said we would. But yeah, that's another fucking episode for you. You're welcome. Bye. Now, Frank, what do we tell the people, man?
Be excellent to each other.
Find your motherfucking happy people. Try to be better today than you were yesterday. And he comes from his mama, and he likes pie. He is a beautiful fucking guy, Mr. Frank. Say goodbye, brother.
Goodbye, brother.
Peace out.